Hello, welcome back. So in this video I'm going to show you how to create an alert that does an action. And this action is actually going to be something that I found information on from Natasha the robot. So I'm not claiming any magic on my end. I just updated the code for Swift 4 because the tutorial that was on Natasha the robot I believe was a little old, so it still works if you have it. So I'm going to do some setup here. So basically what I want to do with my action alert is if the user has not implemented location, so I'm going to actually add a location to this view controller, to my project. We're not going to use it, but I want to get it set up for use so that you can see it in action. So I'm going to go up here and create a variable, a property here for location manager. So I'm just going to type this in, and this will allow us to have location authorization to appear in the settings in our in the phone. So just going to put that in there. I'm going to also, okay, so the reason why it's saying this because I also need to import core location. So let's go ahead and do that. And then in our view did load, I'm going to create an instance of location manager. So it's ready to use when we get started. So we'll do UI location manager. All right, let's delete this here. Don't need that code or that comment. Save and build. And I'm also going to run as well because we need to make sure location manager is up and running. Oh wait, before I do that, I forgot. Well, yeah, okay. What I forgot was to go into info plist. We have to add that. Privacy location. We can do always, or actually let me pull this out just a tad. I'm going to do privacy and location usage description. We would want to add more than just that, but for my use and purposes, I'm just going to do something really simple like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this so that we get the alert, the system alerts asking for location. Oh, the reason why I didn't get it because I didn't add the code for it. So let's do that. We need to do location manager request when in use, or always when in use. Okay, so we're going to use when in use, so let's update our info plist with that as well. Oh no. Save and build and run. All right, so let's go ahead and do allow. And then when we go to settings, we should see that our alert demo is here and it has the location access. So let's set our location access to never. Okay, so now it's ready to test our alert. So let's go ahead and stop. Okay. All right, so let's drag in an action. Let's do show alert with action. All right, so let's go ahead and create a alert controller. Have that equal to UI alert controller. Title message with preferred style. So I'm going to do go to settings. Wait, let's do uh-oh, because something obviously happened. So I'm just going to make it kind of fun. And then the message is going to be just do a let user go to app settings to set some permission, because this doesn't have to be just for location. You can use whatever permission you need to, or whatever setting that is missing. But in this case, it's just location, so that's the example I'm using. So next thing we need to do is set the action. So let's go setting action. So this action is going to send them to their settings, their user settings, and it's going to we're going to do a UI alert action. We're going to do title style and handler. So this is where we get to use the handler. So I'm going to do settings. The style is going to be default, not destructive, because it's not doing anything, it's not deleting anything. And then we're going to do our handler. In this case, I'm going to actually delete the handler, and I'm actually going to tack it on as a closure. So do some curly brackets right after default. And then we need to do alert. Actually, let's do parentheses. So alert action in. And here is where we do some action. So the first thing I want to make sure to do is do an if let statement to find the URL for the settings for our application. So I'm going to do if let app settings URL equal URL string, so we're going to bring in a string here. And this is going to be UI application open settings URL. And so what this is used to create a URL that you can pass into open URL method. When you open the URL built from this string, the system launches the settings app and displays the app's custom settings if it has any. So just in case it doesn't have any, it's not going to open it, or it's not going to assign it to that. And then if it's successful, then we want to open it up at that location, at that URL. So we're going to do UI application dot shared dot open, and then we're going to do URL option. So attempts to open the resource app specified URL. So the URL is our app settings URL. Options is going to be empty. We're not going to have any options here. So just do square brackets with a colon inside of it. Let's do a space here. Completion handler is going to be nil. There's nothing that we need to do. Okay, and then that should jump to settings. And that's the reason why I ran the application after I added the permissions and the privacy information for location. All right, so the next thing we need to do is we need to add a couple of action, one more action, that's a cancel. So they can cancel out if they don't want to jump to settings. So I'm going to do let cancel action equal UI alert action. Title string, which is just cancel. Style is going to be cancel. Completion handle is going to be nil. And then we need to add our actions to our alert controller. So let's call alert controller dot add action. We're going to add our settings action, and then we also do the exact same thing for our cancel action. Then we need to present the UI controller because it is a view. So self present UI controller, which is alert controller, animated true, completion nil. Okay, so let's go ahead and give this a go. Let's go ahead and build, make sure we don't have any errors. And let's go ahead and run. All right, let's go to action alert. Oh, awesome. So it does show our thing, and we have cancel and settings. So let's hit settings. And it jumps us right to our app settings so that we can set the location. And there we go. So it works. Again, we can hit it again and hit cancel and nothing happens. So that is how you set up an action alert that does something. So hopefully this video has helped you out. If it has, definitely get a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to get notifications when I upload new videos. And if you want to help me and support my channel, please become a patron over at patreon.com. Alright friends, keep calm and quote on.